Hi there, I'm Richard from Burning Spears. Welcome to my channel. Today you're in for a real treat. Stick around. I am going to be making the world's best mushroom sauce. And yes, you heard it right here on camera. I'm going to make the world's best mushroom sauce. So what makes it the world's best mushroom sauce? You'll have to stick around to find out. I never really used to eat mushrooms as a child. But the mushrooms I was exposed to, not magic mushrooms, that was later on in life, the mushrooms I was exposed to as a child were generally just sort of fried black mushrooms or brown mushrooms that came out grey and with lots of wateriness to them. Very little to like. They'd squeak like badly cooked halloumi when you ate them. Not very nice. So I'm quite particular about how I cook mushrooms to make them edible or something that I would eat, in my opinion. So I will show you step by step, and then right at the end I'm going to serve them on some lovely Dexter steaks, some Dexter beef steaks, which is another video. So I'm doing two videos to one point, and I think that you will really like it if you're a fan of mushroom sauce. So have a look. Right, so before I start the prep on the mushroom sauce, just a little bit talk about, I don't know, I suppose building layers of flavor and how to cook mushrooms better, in my opinion. Disclaimer. So basically, when frying your mushrooms, be it in olive oil, butter, a mixture, or whatever other oily stuff you use to make them all golden and delicious. If you crowd the pan, or if the pan's too cold and you're not using enough heat, you don't get that nice caramelization. And caramelization is one of the best tricks in the book to get maximum flavor. So they're very meaty in that regard, that they can get a nice crust on them, and they can be really delicious if you can get that crust on them. So I'm hoping my induction cooker will provide that today. It normally does. It'll be up to the pan if it wasn't. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook them a little bit of olive oil and butter, garlic, thyme, and I'll get a nice bit of color on the white mushrooms. I'm going to use the white mushrooms for a start to build a puree, or a puree-esque type of sauce. Deglaze the pan with a bit of stock. So I'm essentially making a mushroom puree, a slightly thin one. Then I'm going to fry up some brown mushrooms in the same way, and those are going to be the mushroom element of the mushroom sauce. So the mushroom puree is going to be the sauce part, and then add the mushrooms to that, and that gives you the best bang for your mushroom buck that I think you can possibly get. Now you're welcome to do it with one type of mushroom, two types of mushroom, wild mushrooms, etc., but your wild mushrooms you'd want to do in the last stage to add to the sauce. So you'll see me essentially make the mushroom puree first, and then I'm going to fry up the brown mushrooms, as I've said, and combine that all together to make the perfect mushroom sauce. Just keep an eye out how I use the cream and the stock, and how I sieve it, and then the puree. Because I'm going to puree it, and it's got cream and white mushrooms in, I should get a nice light color on that. So the chicken stock, again, fairly light covered. I don't want a dark sauce. I want the sauce to be light, and then the brown mushrooms to be dark, and give a bit of visual contrast there. So looking forward to this. chicken spice. Good old-fashioned Robertson's. Okay, so the puree is done. Now I'm going to slice these a little bit thinner, as you'll see. Try and get a lot of color in, so I might do it in 2 batches depending on how the pan's looking. Remember what I said about crowding the pan too much. So you really want a nice finish on these because they're going to be visible. You'll see I've got a pretty good finish on those white ones before I pureed them. The one thing I didn't mention was a chicken spice. So mushrooms, because they're meaty, can get treated like meat. And I find chicken spice, it's one of the few off-the-shelf spices or rubs that I use. This is a South African Robertson's chicken spice, very common, but you could use anything you wanted really. It does give that extra meatiness, that extra little boost to the mushrooms and makes them sing amazingly. So I'm just going to prep up the brown ones and then put the puree in there. It's going to be great. Reheating the mushroom sauce before I serve it. I'm just bringing it back up to temp so that it doesn't cool my meat down and is good. I've kept a little bit of beef stock and cream aside. Just should I not be happy with the consistency, I can always add a touch. I have checked this for seasoning. I'm really happy. So now that we're all hot, let's see if we'd want that to pour on our steak. Very, very close. For me, just a touch thick. Just a little bit, just to loosen it up a little bit. And you can see the difference that it makes on the spoon pour. Perfect. It's exactly how you want it. Okay, so that's mushroom sauce is ready. And the mushroom steak complements that perfectly. Perfectly. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I certainly did. That was a good one for me, man. And it's just about to get a whole lot better. So thanks for watching. I hope you're still there. Hope you're still looking. And keep an eye out for the other video attached to this, whether it's the mushroom sauce or the Dexter beef. Thank you very much. That's it. Ooh.